We're going to look at the last couple of theorems in this chapter and use it to either prove things or make conclusions about different drawings. In this case, we know that line AB and line BC are perpendicular, and we want to make a conclusion about angles 1 and 2. Well, since they're perpendicular, we know that perpendicular lines form 4 right angles. So therefore, we know 1 and 2 are right angles, and they're congruent to each other because they're right angles. And again, we can state that AB and BC form 4 right angles. We can conclude that they're right angles, so therefore they're congruent. Now we're going to do a quick proof to show theorem 3.10, which states if two sides of adjacent acute angles are perpendicular, then their angles are complementary. We are given that these two rays, ED and EF, are perpendicular, and we want to prove that 7 and 8 are complementary. So basically, going through this, of course, we start with what's given, and since these two rays are perpendicular, we can state that DEF is a right angle because perpendicular lines form 4 right angles. Since DEF is a right angle, we know that it's equal to 90, and again, when we go from the name of something to what it means, or from what it means to the name of it, that is a definition of, in this case, a right angle. Now, we know DEF is made up of 2 angles, angle 7 and angle 8 added together give us DEF, and since DEF is equal to 90, I would actually call this the transitive property, but they say substitution. So in your notes, this should be transitive here because it's first equals second, second equals third, first equals last. And finally, since we know that those two angles equal 90, we know they're complementary. Again, we're going from what something means to the name of it. That's a definition. And now we're going to look at angles 3 and 4. And if we know that ABC and ABD are equal, so ABC and ABD are equal, we know therefore that these lines have to be perpendicular, because if the two angles are equal, then they're both 90, and we can therefore state that 3 and 4 are complementary. Again, we would know angle ABD is a right angle because the two lines intersect to form a linear pair of congruent angles, and since these are congruent, we know they're both 90, and therefore 3 and 4 are complementary. And that's it. Thanks.